I didn't want to make this video. I really didn't, but I have to say I'm really disappointed. I think that we are all holding out hope that we would get some kind of extra reward for the Genshin Impact 1-year anniversary, but it's looking like that's just not the case. About a week ago, I made a video about the Genshin Impact 1-year anniversary rewards and was talking about why they weren't that great. In fact, the exact words I used in the title were, "Why the Genshin Impact anniversary rewards and events kinda suck." And while I didn't really expect that video to go anywhere, it actually got over 200,000 views because so much of the player base agreed with that sentiment. Honestly, many players are downright angry because we're getting the same amount of rewards for the 1-year anniversary of Genshin Impact that we originally got way back during the Lantern Rite Festival. On top of this, there are a lot of community events going on, which is all well and good. I'm glad that they're happening, but they should not be a replacement for the 1-year anniversary rewards in-game. For those that don't already know, the Genshin Impact community rewards are essentially raffles that you can participate in for a chance of winning a reward. That's right, a chance of winning a reward for the 1-year anniversary. Like I said, I don't think that many players actually have any issue with these community events going on, but they should not be a replacement for the 1-year anniversary rewards in-game. In-game, we are getting the Moonchase Festival, which is cute and all, but we've gotten events like this in the past before, so it really doesn't feel like a special 1-year anniversary event. And yes, we are getting 10 free wishes through a daily login, but again, we've gotten this kind of reward before. This isn't anything special, this isn't anything grand, this isn't anything that a 1-year anniversary should be in a gacha game. I can't help but be extremely frustrated knowing that Genshin Impact has brought in well over $1 billion, but Mihoyo seems to not want to give back to the community that made it so popular in the first place. And the thing is, I don't think that many people really expected a whole lot. I think that a lot of people actually had very low expectations. But I think that I can speak for everyone when we only see 10 free wishes and feel like we've been slapped in the face a little bit. As I mentioned in my last video, anniversaries are supposed to be a time where the company gives back to the player base for making their game such a big success. This is because without the general support of the community, the alternative is the game getting shut down for good. Thus, typically gacha games will give a substantial amount of rewards as thanks to the player base and as a way to bring in new players for the upcoming year. It is so astronomically strange to me that they wouldn't put more effort into this, or at least have a little more goodwill towards the player base for such an amazing year in terms of revenue. Like I said, I previously thought that they might have been holding out, that they might have had some secret for us so that we could have one big surprise on the actual day of the anniversary, but it turns out that just doesn't look like it's the case. And like I said, it didn't really have to be that much. I think that they could have very easily given the fan base enough pulls to guarantee 1 5-star, and it didn't have to be from the rate up. This very easily could have all been from the standard banner, and I think the grand majority of the player base would have been extremely excited and extremely grateful. And since it would be from the standard banner in this case, they wouldn't lose that much revenue because people still want those rate up characters that you can only get during selected time slots. Honestly, I'm kind of baffled. Like, I'm trying to comprehend why this decision was made. It had to be made by some executive with a lot of power, because I just don't see anyone that actually plays the game and actually enjoys the game and made the game would make a decision like this. At the end of the day, I'm sure that it all comes down to money, but I think that it was a huge miscalculation on their part, because I think that they've pissed off a lot of the fan base. A lot of people feel like this is a slap in the face, and a lot of people are thinking about quitting Genshin Impact altogether because of it. Essentially thinking, why are we giving so much time, energy, and sometimes even money if you do spend on the game, in some cases a lot of money if you are a hyper whale, if when it really comes down to it and when it is supposed to be a big time of celebration, Mihoyo just ends up skimping out. This is probably the first game for many players that they actually play almost every day, if not every single day. And whether you're free to play or a whale, that means that you're keeping this game alive. On a personal note, I've been playing Genshin Impact almost every single day for an entire year. I started back on October 1st, so almost the exact beginning of Genshin Impact. And I've almost been creating content for it that entire time. While I'm not a hyper whale like some huge content creators, I've spent a substantial amount on this game strictly because I enjoy it so much, because this has quickly become one of my favorite games and I want it to succeed. So when it comes to the 1-year anniversary, I can't help but feel as though this is a slap in the face. It's like, hey, I've been supporting this game, we've all been supporting this game for so long, for a whole year, and have made it one of the most successful gacha games in history. And despite all that, they're not willing to part with a single 5-star, a couple more primos just to celebrate this game lasting a whole year? It's no wonder so many players and content creators are getting extremely burnt out, because the amount of effort that people are putting into this game is not being rewarded, or at least not to the degree that it should be. Am I grateful that we are getting some things for the anniversary? Yes. Are some things better than nothing? Yes. I've seen so many people say that you should just be grateful. You should be grateful that you're getting anything. But at the end of the day, this is a transactional relationship. People spend money on this game even though it is technically free to play, out of goodwill and in order to enjoy the game however they want to. If Genshin Impact was way smaller or way less popular or way less profitable, I would understand them not having as big anniversary rewards. And yes, I do fully understand that this is their 1st year anniversary and that typically anniversaries that come in the coming years will be bigger. However, with the scale of Genshin Impact and what other companies have been able to do for their first 1-year anniversaries, this is just, in my opinion, unacceptable. I can't help but be extremely worried about the overall morale in this community as we move forward. I know for many players this kind of was a final straw. I know for many people this did sever a little bit of goodwill, and probably just dampened a lot of people's moods. Do I think that this will kill Genshin Impact? Of course not. It's going to be around for a very long time, and the fanbase, even if disappointed, is still fiercely loyal to this game, and I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. But if Mihoyo also doesn't start listening to the fanbase and what they want, they are going to start seeing a slow decline that might end up picking up speed if they continue not to listen. I don't know, how do you guys feel about this? Let me know in the comments down below what you personally think, and let me know if I'm blowing things out of proportion or if you agree. And if you want to see more Genshin Impact content, feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. I know that this is a little bit of a troubling time, but I do plan on staying on this game. I do still love it despite everything going on, and would love to see you in the next video. Alright guys, that's all for now. Hopefully we have better news next time. Best wishes. Bye.